Joseph and May divided some stamps between themselves. Joseph got 60% of the stamps. If Joseph received 500 more stamps than May, how many stamps did Joseph receive? Okay, let's get rid of one of these answers right off the bat. If Joseph received 500 more stamps than May, I think that means he needs at least 500 stamps. In the event that he only had 300, May would have negative 200 stamps, which is both very sad and highly impossible. So A is off the table. Between the three remaining choices, I think we should jump to try answers. We could solve this with algebra, but it's really sticky. So I'll show you what that looks like at the end of this video, but I really think the best bet is going to be trying answers. I'm going to try something just to switch things up a bit and show you that you don't always need to start in the middle. I'm going to try 2,500. I think this will be easy to work with because we're going to have to subtract 500 from Joseph's amount to get May, and we'll have some nice round values. So I'm saying J equals 2,500. In that case, May has 500 fewer stamps than Joseph, so she would have 2,000. And the total between them would be 4,500. So our question is Joseph's amount, 2,500, out of the total of 4,500, equivalent to 60%, and that's 60 out of 100. Well, I'm not sure just yet. Maybe we should reduce each of these fractions and see if we get the same value. So this first one, both the top and bottom end with 2 zeros. I can turn that into 25 out of 45. And then both are divisible by 5. So dividing by 5 on the top and bottom, we get 5 over 9. That is lowest terms. What about 60 over 100? Those numbers both end in 0, so I can turn that into 6 over 10. And then both of those are even, so dividing by 2 on the top and bottom, we get 3 over 5. So is 5/9 equal to 3/5? No, those are two different numbers. So 2,500 is not our answer. Ooh, how about I use red, just to be consistent? Okay, so moving on to the next easiest answer to try. I'm going to try 1,500 next because of the same reason I tried 2,500. I think I'll deal with some nice round values if I choose that. So trying 1,500, I'm saying that's the value of J. M would be 500 less, so she would have 1,000 stamps. In that case, the total number of stamps is 2,500. So now we're going to ask, is Joseph's total, 1,500, out of the actual total, 2,500, is that equal to 60%? And we said earlier 60% is 3/5. So let's use that work that we already did and write 3 over 5. Okay, so we're going to reduce this fraction on the left and see if we get 3/5. Both 1,500 and 2,500 end with 2 zeros. So I'm going to turn that into 15 over 25. And both of those are divisible by 5. So divided by 5 on the top and bottom, we get 3 over 5, which of course is equal to 3 over 5. So answer choice C checks out. And that's the answer. I highly, highly recommend this approach. But if you're curious about the algebra, here's what it looks like. Now, they say Joseph got 60% of the stamps, and that's the total number of stamps. So that means J equals 60% is the same as times 0.6. So 0.6 times the total number of stamps would be J plus M. That's Joseph's and May's stamps combined. We also know that Joseph received 500 more stamps than May. I'm going to write that like this. M equals J minus 500. That's just a way of saying May has 500 fewer than Joseph. So at this point, I would take this J minus 500 and replace the M in the top equation with that. So it would look a little something like this. J equals 0.6 times J plus J minus 500. And at this point, we would combine the J's. But look, we've already done a lot of work. And we're in a situation where we've got a J on the left, a couple of J's on the right. We're going to have to distribute this 0.6, this decimal, to some stuff in the parentheses. And if you forgot the parentheses, you're already doomed from the beginning. So this is a really risky way to approach the problem. But sure, eventually, if everything goes according to plan and you execute correctly, you will get J equals 1,500. So there are a couple different ways to do it, and the answer is going to be C.